Hello, good morning everybody. Thank you for coming to join me today. I'm continuing with my botanical theme journals. Both of these have been requested to be reserved, so I hope the ladies that were interested in them like what I'm doing. So moving on from last time, I can't think, what did I do? I put that pocket there, that's a tall pocket. Hope you can see all right. It's a really dull day here in the UK and we're expecting Storm Eunice today. So there's a little tiny pocket there, slimline one, and then I've got a journaling card out my box to go in there. I wanted to put that flip pocket on there. I don't think I've done any more in this one. I was thinking of putting a paper bag on that bit. Oh, I put that pocket on there and I've put a journaling card in. So that opens up and there's some extra papers just in there. So I put that in. What else did I do? I put a pocket here on this page and I've put a journaling card in there. And then just decorated that page. And then I've put the top tuck pocket up there and a journaling card in there. So, I mean, this is already getting quite thick. That can be used as a tuck spot on both sides, but I don't think I'm going to put anything in it. I think they're going to lay there and be flips. That's where I thought I'd put those. And we've got that on there. And I don't think that I've done anything. Oh, and I was thinking of putting that because I liked the reds. This is something that I'd made a while ago. I put paper in there to write on. And I was thinking that might look nice there. So that's as far as I've got with that one. And then I moved to this one and I was trying to think. I have got some more of the same Tim Holtz fabric that I can do a similar cover on this one. So I think that's my plan. This one I've done in blues, mainly because the front page, I moved the parrot page further back because I needed to stitch here and I didn't want to stitch through the parrot. I'm a bit funny like that. So I moved that further back, but I quite like this page as the front one and it just matched the colours of the ruffle. So I hope you like that. Then on the inside of this one, there's a window envelope here. And I didn't mess up with it, but I wanted to do something different with it. So what I've ended up doing is, it's a flip pocket there. So it's got a, can you see okay? Let me move. I've got so much stuff out at the moment, bits of paper everywhere. So the tuck spot just there, that's the flap of the envelope because it was a self-seal envelope. So that would have turned up and the flap would have turned over and it would have sealed. So I've put that over as a little tuck spot just there. And then there's a journaling card that goes in there that you can see through the window. And then this bit opens out so that you can journal on it. So that'll be in the middle there. So you can journal on that, but then it lifts up so that you can journal on all of the page. So I've stitched it because obviously it's quite heavy. And I didn't know how it would feel actually on the page, whether it would feel too heavy, but I don't think it does. So I think I might do something similar on the other one. So that's on there is the flip. So writing paper, tuck spots. Then on the back, I've put one of those pockets on. So I've put blue paper on the inside that you can just write on. And I've put a journaling card in there. And then it's got a journaling card in there with that lovely parrot. And that just tucks into there. And then there's another journaling card up there in the top. I think I'm probably putting these are Tracy Fox's Japanese labels, and I'll probably put them on all upside down, but I'm afraid to say I just didn't know which way they went, so hit and miss. This again has got that tuck spot there. I didn't put the doily on that one because I just couldn't bear to cover those flowers up, and when I put the doily on it just covered them, so I haven't put it on. But I liked it as it was. So, and I don't like both journals to be the same when I'm making them. I do like them to be different. I've put some trim on the edge of that page and a butterfly there. This pocket I'd already done. So this is the window envelope. So there's a pocket there. and then it opens up and we've got the two birds espying each other, the window envelope. I've put this tuck spot on there that I had, so that's going in there, and that journaling card just needs backing, so that's going to go there. And then I don't think I've done any more forwards in it. I'd put one of those envelope pockets there that opens up with the extra paper in, and a journaling card behind there. The waterfall one that we'd seen last time, that's there with that tuck. Yeah, so that's as far as I'd got with that one as well. So I'm working my way through them both, sort of a little bit on each at a time, only because I get sidetracked and I start doing one thing and move on to the other. So I think I'm going to come back to this one today. This is what I mean about that tuck spot that I made there. So I just put some, covered that up and made that into a tuck, and then that was the flap. So that's going to be similar on that one. I put that on there, didn't I? Did that one. So I'm at this page now. I didn't want to cover all of this up, but I'd got this that we made, or that we did. So this is a kit page that wasn't a full kit page. It had something else on this side, so this was an offcut of a kit page. So I folded it over and I backed it with another paper, and my idea was that I'm going to put that on there, and then that would flip. It will still open because it's quite tight. The centre crease is just there, but it will still open. So that's going to open up there, and it's going to be a tuck spot there, and I think I'm going to put, I may need to cut these down slightly, but I wanted to put 2 postcards in there. Yeah, they'll have to be cut down just slightly. So I'll decorate those. I've stitched all the way around this, only because sometimes I don't want the 2 pieces of paper to come apart. And I thought it might be nice to put something on the inside here. So I've got a journaling card that I'd made, and I've just added a hinge onto it. Sorry, I'm thinking, can you hear the cogs whirring? I'm thinking that it would look nice on there, so that when you open it, you've got those birds on there, and then that would flip out again. And it's quite at the front of the journal, so it would still lay flat, and then that could be a tuck spot there. That's what I'm thinking, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's move that out the way. Oh gosh, I've got such cold fingers this morning. Put that out the way there. So what do I need to do first? This is going to be the page. So I think I will stick this onto there first, and then that was the one that we were going to put there, weren't we? So I might as well. No, I think I want to sew round that one. Stick that there for a minute. Right, so I'm going to put that on there. So for that I need glue, don't I? So how is everybody? Are you okay? These storms in England, I don't know where they choose the names from. Yesterday's storm that we had was Storm Dudley. And that was really windy, kept us awake in the night, wind blowing. No fence has broken down though, but I bet some people have had some storm damage. And then today, coming in across Wales, is Storm Eunice. So I don't know what she's going to be like when she gets here, but they've given us a red weather warning, which is the highest level, obviously. So we'll see what that's like. And I want those to go on there, don't I? So I'm going to stick it in the middle. So I'm going to put glue about there, just to make 2 pockets, and hope it works. If it doesn't work, I'll be reprinting this page. So that's going to go on there like that. Give it a good sticking. I just like to make sure that where it's stitched, the glue is going to stick. And then it was in the middle somewhere, wasn't it? Give it a good press down. The centre is there, so they will go, yeah, they need a little bit trimming off. Let me trim those down while I think about it. So I'm going to take a little bit off either side, just so that they do fit in that pocket without being too much trouble to get in. And I'll perhaps re-ink. How does that fit? Yeah, the edge is there, so that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine to get in and out. I just don't want it to catch. And then I'd like them to be kind of the same size, but they might not be. I don't think it really matters, does it, if they're not exactly the same size as each other. Take that off there. Okay, so they're going to be the two cards that go in there. Yeah, I like that. As I said, I don't like all my journals. If I'm making two journals at the same time, they have similar flips and things in, but they are different to each other. I don't think I could ever make a journal that's exactly the same. Yeah, that's stuck there. I did think about stitching that. I wonder if I should put a stitch in there. I think I will. Just bear with me while I do that. Okay, so I've just stitched. I don't think you can really see it. So I've done a zigzag stitch across there, and that's just to make that into two pockets. So they will go in there. They will go in there. So I'm happy with that. And then I think I am going to put this on here and have that as a flip. I might need a tab or something on there, mightn't I? Just so that it shows it is a flip. Yep, so I'll stick that on there. Not covering anything on the back if I do. Let's get that cut. Cut, glued. Glued even, not cut. Some glue on. So I'm enjoying making these journals, but then I always do enjoy working with Rachel's papers. They are, oh man, they are beautiful. And every time I use her botanical papers, it just turns out differently every single time. So no, you know, even though you're using the same images, if you have a digital kit, they always look different. I think that wants to stick on there. It doesn't want to stick. Find a different one. That had quite a narrow thingy bit, didn't it? Let's try this one. If at first you don't succeed, keep trying, don't give up. I suppose I could have put some washi tape or something down the side of that to help it stick, couldn't I? Never mind. No matter. That's better. It goes over the stitching. Yeah, that's better. That's a better fit. Give it a good squish down. So I think that just shows then that you've got that is a flip just there. And I'm going to have that as a tuck spot, I said, didn't I? So don't glue it all on. I think the trouble is sometimes I add so many things. I think the journals, I don't want them to get so that they're unmanageable. But this will open out, so excuse me. Oh, excuse me, I just had a sneezy cough. It's that listening to that wind blowing outside that's doing it. So stick that on there. Oh, excuse me, I've just suddenly got an awful tickle. Right, so that's on there. Maybe I should have. Oh, excuse me. I'm just thinking I maybe should have put just a little bit of ink down that edge bit, just so it shows up a little bit, because it's quite pale. This is one of Rachel's, oh, do you know, for a minute I thought I hadn't switched you back on. Oh, that would just be all I need, wouldn't it? This is one of Rachel's trim, one of her older kits. So that can go just there. And then we'd need something to tuck in there, wouldn't we? Well, that fits perfectly, look. Does it matter that it sticks out? I don't think it does. It shows you that there's something there, doesn't it? I think they're all going to stick out a little bit. I think these were from Rachel's pink kit. I think I prefer the paler one, actually. Don't know. Some butterflies. Oh, they look quite pretty, don't they? Oh, and it's peeking out from the corner, so I think we'll have that one in there. So that can go in there. And then if we put that back in its place, we can see how it looks. That one does stick out slightly. Does it matter that that sticks out? I don't think so. I might trim a little more off that one yet. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, papers everywhere. Okay, what does that look like as we go through? So we've got that. We're going through. We get to this. I think I need to put a tab or something on there. It flips out and it flips out. And it's got 2 journaling cards in there. And then you can still see that beautiful blue that I didn't want to cover. So yeah, I'm happy with that as well. And then while I'm there, while I was at the machine, I've just stitched round this one, and I think I am going to put that here on the edge. Where's the edge? The edge is there. So slightly in from the edge, because I just don't want to cover that up. And I think that bird's looking at its next dinner. So I'll just put some glue on this pocket. Come on, glue. I think my glue needs filling up, doesn't it? And it looks like I've used a little bit of a movie book to back this with. I think I'm only going to do that on 2 sides, because then it means you can put a slightly larger journaling card in, should we want to. I just want to hold that down a minute. Doesn't want to glue, does it? I'm having a don't want to glue day today. Okay, I'm going to move that over and let it dry, lay it flat, let it dry off. Sorry folks, just put a little clip on it so that it doesn't pop up. And I wanted to have a go at something else today, and I don't know where I've put it. I wanted to try a kind of different pocket. Bear with me where I find where I've put it. Well, I'd put the book that I'd put over there to dry off, I'd put right on top of what I wanted to do next. So that's typical, isn't it? Right, I wanted to have a go at making a journaling card or a flip. That's just a little bit different. So this is what I've got. This is one of, sorry, can you see me? Let me just see if you can see me. This is one of Rachel's kit pages from her travel. I think it's from her travel kit. And I'm going to cut that off. I've backed it because I wanted to, I think it's going to be a journaling card from what I've got in mind. What I wanted to do was see if I can make it so that those doors open and then put an image behind it. That's what I wanted to do. So I've backed it with some scrap paper that I've got that's kind of wood grain. because it's a wooden door. Sorry, I'm thinking. I'm just going to trim the bottom off a little bit because it's a little bit wonky. It's even wonkier now because my ruler moved. Oh dear. Wonkier than a dog's hind leg, as they say. Right. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna cut down there, and then I'm gonna cut round those so that it opens. So you can wish me luck if you would like. It's not going to be perfect, is it? And I can't see what I'm doing because the camera's there. Okay, so I've cut round there, and then I am going to cut to about there. About there. So that's about to that part there. So if I cut round, following the door frame, tongue sticking out for concentration, folks, to there. Okay. I see if I've got. Just wondering if it might be easier to use my score pad. Do any of you get any of these ideas that you think, oh, wouldn't it be cool if you could just, and then trying to figure out how to do it is another matter, isn't it? See that door's not, it's not a straight line, is it? Never mind, that'll give me a kind of a bit to fold on. So that would open like that. And then this one about there. Roughly. And if it doesn't work out, well, all I've used is an offcut of a kit page and a little bit of scrap paper. So there I've got my doors, and the doors do open. And what I thought was I would put a piece of paper behind the door so that when you open it, you've got that beautiful picture. Sorry, I've got it too close to me, haven't I? Oh, you've got that one. I think I might like that one. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I think I'm just going to go for it, folks. I think I'm just going to put some glue on here, because the back of this I'm going to back anyway, because I want it to be a journaling card. Just something a little bit different. And I guess if I did this again, I'd do it differently again. You know, you don't, well, you learn as you do things, don't you? So that would be like that. And then I'm going to have to lose a little bit of the bird's feet. What have I done there? That's just a little bit. That was cut. That's better. Right, let's get rid of this excess paper. And it is wonky donkey, I knew it would be. Always wonky. As Rachel says, wonk is good. Embrace the wonk. And then we're going to try and make sure it's somewhat square. Right, so that will be like that, and then the doors will open and you've got that lovely scene out there. Now, to keep those doors closed, what could we do there? I suppose we could put a grommet, but then you're not going to be able to write on the back because it's going to be too bumpy, isn't it? I was wondering if it would be, if I put one that side and one that side, would that hold it closed? Against itself? Or would I just want to tie it? Answers on the back of a fag packet, I think. See, that's not gonna, I suppose you could do that. But that looks too big and bulky. Any ideas, folks? I think it is ideas on the back of a fag packet time, isn't it? Maybe I do just put one of those on. Or maybe I just put a paper clip, you know, one of the little clips, just to hold it. I'll think about that. Maybe if anybody's got any ideas, they could let me know. But I like it in principle. I like it. I could put a couple of grommets there with some string round. It just adds bulk, doesn't it? But that is pretty, isn't it, with the little doors opening. And then on the back of there, oh, I haven't cut it down right properly. Mind you, that doesn't really matter, does it? It's square. I'm going to cover that anyway. So that's that. That's a journaling card. And I think that will go, my thought was, my thought was maybe, it's probably too big, but maybe it could go in there. Do you know what I'm thinking? I could actually hinge a back to that and make it as like a little journaling book. And then that would go in there, and then I could close it up because it would be I think I might do that. I'm going to think on this. Sorry, I've kept you a while, haven't I? We're at 28 minutes already and I've only done 2 things. Gosh. So I think that might be what I do, but you'll see what I've done with that in the next video. So I'm going to go and sit in a corner and think about it with a cup of tea. So I hope you like what I'm doing. I'm sorry I haven't done much, but it does take me time to think about things. So I'll love you and leave you, and I will catch you soon. Take care, folks. Bye.